dreamt, my beloved Alicia, that I was walking with you and she was in your riding habit. And my dear woman, when shall I be able to hear from you? All the officers dined with the governor. I never heard of any one single person having so great a power vested in him as Captain Philip has by his commission as governor in New South Wales. Died on a cold collation, but the mutton which had been killed yesterday was full of maggots. Nothing will keep for 24 hours in this dismal country. I find. Went out shooting after breakfast. Only shot one cockatoo. They are the most beautiful birds. But Major Ross ordered one of the corporals to flog with a rope Elizabeth Morden for being impertinent to Captain Campbell. The corporal did not play with her, but laid it home, which I was very glad to see. She has long been fishing for it. On Sunday, as usual, kissed your beloved picture 1,000 times, even. I was very much frightened by the lightning. It's approached very near my tent. Several of the convicts here have run away. I'm not made First Lieutenant soon. Harry.
I saw the light in the tent.
I was writing in my journal. Is there any trouble?
No. I just came to talk, you know. If I write a journal about my life, it would fill volumes. My travels with the captain, His Excellency now, no less, Governor-in-Chief, power to raise armies, build cities. I still call him Captain Philip. He likes it from me. The war in America. And before that, Ralph, my life in London, that would fill a volume on its own. Not what you would call a good life. Sometimes I look at the convicts and I think, one of those could be you, Harry Brewer, if you hadn't joined the Navy when you did. The officers may look down on me now, but what if they found out that I used to be in bed now?
Harry, you should keep these things to yourself.
You're right, Ralph. I think the captain suspects, but he's a good man and he looks at different things in a man.
Like what?
Hard to say. He likes something unusual. Ralph, I saw Andy Baker last night.
You hanged him a month ago, Harry.
Yeah, right. Ralph, he's come back.
It was a dream. Sometimes I think my dreams are real, but they're not.
We used to hear you on the ship, Ralph, calling for your Betsy Alicia.
Don't speak her name on this inquisitive shore.
Ducklin's gone silent on me again. I know it's because of Andy Baker. I saw him as well as I see you. Ducklin wants me, he said, even if you've hanged me. At least your boat has done his last shindy, I said. At least it's young and straight, he said. She likes that. I went for him, but he is gone. He's going to come back. I know. I didn't want to hang him, Ralph. I didn't.
He did steal that food from the stores. I voted with the rest of the court. Those men should be hanged. I didn't know His Excellency would be against it.
Ducklin says she never feels anything. How do I know she didn't feel something when she was with him? She thinks I hanged him to get rid of him. I didn't, Ralph. Do you know, I saved her life. She was sentenced to the hanging at Newgate for stealing 2 candlesticks, and I got her name put on the transport list. But when I remind her of that, she says, oh, she wouldn't have cared. 18 years old, and she didn't care if she was turned off. These women, they're souls before they're 10. The captain says we should treat them with kindness.
How can you treat such women with kindness? Why does he think that?
Not all the officers find him disgusting, Ralph. Haven't you ever been tempted?
Never! His Excellency never seems to notice me. He finds time for David Collins and Lieutenant Dawes.
That's because Captain Collins is going to write about the customs of the Indians here. And Lieutenant Dawes is recording the stars.
I could write about the Indians.
He did suggest to Captain Tench that we do something to educate the convicts. Put on a play or something. But Captain Tench just laughed. He doesn't like Captain Tench.
A play? could act in a play?
The convicts, of course. He's thinking of talking to Lieutenant Johnson. But I think Lieutenant Johnson wants to study the plants.
I read the tragedy of Lady Jane Grey on the ship. It's such a moving and uplifting play. How could a whore play Lady Jane?
Some of these women are good women. I believe my duckling is good. It's not her fault. If only she would look at me once, react. Who wants to fuck a corpse? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shock you, Ralph. I have shocked you, haven't I? I'll cut.
Is His Excellency serious about putting on a play?
When the captain decides something, Ralph.
If I went to... No. It would be better if you did. Harry, you could tell His Excellency how much I like the theatre.
I didn't know that, Ralph. I'll tell you.
Duckling could be in it if you wanted.
I wouldn't want her to be looked at by older men.
If His Excellency doesn't like Lady Jane, we could find something else. A comedy, perhaps.
I'll speak to you, Ralph. I like you. It's good to talk. You don't think I killed you then?
Who?
Handy Baker.
No, Harry, you did not kill Handy Baker.
Oh, thank you, Ralph.
You won't forget to talk to His Excellency about the play.